Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. Anyway, I want to do an update video. So this will be a great time to do an update video because I did my hair. So these are just basically cornrows. We were trying to go for the travel look. It didn't really come out that way, but oh well. So yeah, and the sound is not really how I really wanted it, but I'll move on. Life goes on, you know. Anyway, so let's get into the updates. So the first one is the baby update. My son, his name is Enzo, is doing really, really well. He is strong, he's eating well, and he's about to be 9 months in November 3rd. So with that, he basically started walking by holding on to things at 8 months, at the end of 8 months, no, actually early 8 months. And then he started crawling basically a couple weeks ago. So everything was reversed. And with that is we were not ready. We didn't childproof everything yet. We kind of were relaxed about it. And then all of a sudden I was like, you know what? Everything's moving to the closet back here and it's stuffed back there because we didn't have any place to put anything. So they're all sitting in the closet. And yeah. So yeah, everything is great with him. No issues, really. The only thing that's really been bugging me is that he's not sleeping at night now as much. There was a time when I think 6 to 7 months he had changed where he would sleep a little bit better at night, and then all of a sudden now he's not sleeping. He has so much energy that basically we have to figure out what to do with him. Like at daytime, we have to like do activities with him and go to the park and things like that to get his energy out. And we are also basically thinking that we need to put him in some kind of like a physical activities related, blah 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 blah. So, for example, his dad plays soccer, and we are really thinking because I saw him really liking seeing little kids playing soccer, and I think that's one of the things we're gonna put him in is something soccer, like a soccer class that he can just because he's kicking in the stroller. He was doing one of these like as he sees the kids doing it, he's like whoa, and he's watching sports soccer in Spanish. And that's the other thing, and he's Mexican and half African, right? So he understands Spanish, and I'm seeing him watch the TV, and he gets excited watching soccer. He goes, ooh, and he's like screaming, trying to reach out. And so we figured out, I think soccer is one thing that he might be really good with and he might like. So we're going to try to put him that maybe when he's two, and really to get all that energy out because I need to sleep. And at 9 months right now, he's basically not sleeping much. And it's just really hard on me. I get very like moody at times. When you don't sleep, like it really affects you. And I feel like sometimes I'm walking around, I'm just like thinking, man, if I can only get 2 hours of sleep. And I know, yeah, that comes with the territory, like when you're a mom and things like that. But I thought it would get somehow better. But people told me that when he hits 9 months and above, that he should start sleeping a little bit more. And for me, more is just like maybe 4 hours. I'm good with that. I don't really need that much sleep really. So I could really, really be okay with that. I hope that this 9 months he's going to make the transition to where he's sleeping better. And I tried the rice cereal thing. It did not work. Anyway, yeah. So everything is good with him. The next thing I wanted to update you guys, I have to read everything because if I don't, I'll forget. Is I had kind of a difficult time. I think 2 months ago. It's also one of the reasons I took a little break from YouTube. I basically had a lot of tooth pain because I've had really dental problems for a really long time because I just don't have the financial ways to really take care of them. My insurance that I have doesn't cover anything really. So they've told me basically what the plan is and what I need to do with my teeth, and I really honestly I cannot afford any of that stuff. So I'll put it off, and with that comes the consequences of dealing with pain. So I had a really rough month of just constant pain here and there, and I'm telling you the Oragel extreme pain something saved my life. Like I was dying, and I went to the emergency room, and they would not really give me anything. They told me to take ibuprofen. You know, that didn't really help with anything. So I'm telling you guys, like I was just really feeling so bad. Like I had to miss work and things like that, and it just was really rough. And having a kid, it affects everything. You can't do much. Like his grandma was basically helping me, and the dad helping because I really can focus. When you're having tooth pain, it's like you're going crazy, you're nuts. And so I went through that, and basically they told me that I need like root canal and all this stuff, and they were like, you need $3,000. I'm like, okay, I don't have that. So I had to put that out, but I got Orgel, and that helped for a little bit. So far, no problems. And another thing that also happened is I was trying to be a mom and doing a million things at one time, and I basically um, was holding a stroller. I was holding my bag. I was holding other things and rushing to the car because I was trying to get to work, and I twisted my ankle really badly. Like I fell down with the Enzo on my arm, and I I just sat on the stairs with tears in my eyes. Like I have never fallen, you know? And it just taught me that maybe I was overdoing it, trying to do a million things at one time. And, my boyfriend, as he was getting out of the car, he looked at me and was like, "What's going on? Why are you sitting on the stairs?" And he just saw my eyes. I just had tears because I just felt like I was trying to do a million things at one time. And that's something I've been doing since I became a mom even more. And it just taught me to slow down a little bit, and if I cannot carry a stroller, I'll tell my boyfriend, like, "Hey, get the stroller, I get the baby, you get the backpack, I get the baby," basically that kind of thing. I was constantly going stroller out of the car, stroller back in the car, stroller go here, stroller go there, and my body also took a toll. Like I just physically was aching everywhere holding Enzo, who's really, like, I don't even know how many pounds he is now. So I really, really, after twisting my ankle, I just started slowing down a little bit with carrying things. So I just want to tell you guys, our new moms out there, you're going to feel like that. Just take a moment to breathe. If somebody's helping you out, whatever, just take a moment for yourself to do something. Get away from it all, really. Because me sitting down in the stairs sitting down on the stairs with tears in my eyes, I just sat there. I'm like, I was speechless because I was like, why did I try to do all this stuff at one time? Because I was rushing, like, I gotta get to work. Let's put all this stuff in the car when I could have just told my boyfriend, get this, please, and bring that later. But no, I didn't. So yeah, I really had those moments of tooth pain and then ankle messed up and me having trouble walking very well. And I just was like, OMG, So that really slowed down me doing YouTube videos because I really did not feel well. So yeah, I want to talk to you guys about that. The other thing was I didn't get any postpartum shedding. It's basically 9 months now, and so far my hair is doing well. I'm also doing a lot of protective styles. I'm not really touching it much, and I'm really putting effort to take care of it. So I think maybe that contributed to that. So I don't know if that's the case because I asked some other people that I know also that didn't experience postpartum shedding. So thank you, God, for that. Um, uh, okay. Another thing is, before I talk about the final thing, is my mom basically has moved to Africa. So that really kind of affected me. Because if you're close to your mom, they're one phone call away, they're a drive away, or you can go visit them. It's different when they're no longer here. Like you would have to take a plane to go see them, and communicating with like different apps and all that sometimes doesn't work. If they don't go through, connection is bad. And then sometimes you have to like use a phone card, like online phone cards, for example, to call them and things like that. It takes more effort to reach somebody. And now that I'm with my son, some days I just want to call her and tell her like this, Enzo did this, or it's different, for somebody being in another country. So yeah, that really is something I'm still adjusting to. It's been only like a month or so or two, and I'm really like, it's hard for me, I'm like, my mom's really here, but she's not really here. So yeah. Okay, the final thing is the fun thing and a really cool thing. I finally went back to work, and I went back to work. I think when Enzo was about 7 months and a half or so. No, wait, maybe yeah, 7 months I think. A lot of people were like, "Oh my God, it's soon to go back to work," but I realized it was really difficult for us. My boyfriend was basically doing everything, and let me tell you, financially, it wasn't working. He was overwhelmed. He was happy to do it, but he was overwhelmed because a new baby, you need diapers, formula constantly, and things like that. And I just saw him like, just he's working hard, and I was like, and me also just being so broke, and not I couldn't even do my hair and things like that. So I was like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. Like I need to look for a job. So I found work. Yay! And I really like my job. I basically work. So basically, yeah, in California especially, one income, it's just not, it's hard. It's like stretching it, so you really need I needed to go back to work. Anyway, so I work at a children's boutique, and I know I said years ago I would never go back to retail, but I feel like this is a different retail. Like I get to be around babies mostly. We go up to like maybe age like maybe 7. And basically we carry all, it's a children like boutique where we carry all different types of baby stuff that you need. The owner like basically has like 2 kids, and so she knows like things that you really need, like stroller organizer, bibs that are silicone, and things that are like safe for the mouth, and toys that are really made of like really good eco products and things like that. So the store, it doesn't feel like work, and it doesn't feel like retail, because it's like basically like 4 of us, I think. Yeah, 4 of us working there. 3 of us are moms, and the owner being a mom herself. We basically get to give advice. Like when people come in and they just don't know what to get for a new baby, or they want to give for like their nephew or niece, we get to offer them like, okay, this is what I would recommend, and this. So basically, it's intertwined with me being a mom. So I don't feel like it's work, It feels fun because we also get really cool stuff in the store that sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get that for my son. So the pay is great. It's flexible, and it doesn't feel like work to me. Like when I go, we get to wear whatever basic we want, as long as you look, you're covered up and you look nice, professional, not like you have to wear suits, or you can even wear um you can wear your leggings as long as you cover stuff. So that was like a plus. And I remember writing down like, this is how I want things this time around. Now that I have a kid, like I want a schedule that allows me to see him grow, at least for now, like until he's like maybe 2 or 3. Or no, actually maybe 3 is good. um and I wrote down that I want a place where I'm appreciated, because all the retail jobs I ever had, nobody really cared that you were there. It's like, go to work, I mean, do the work and go home. Like nobody notices you. So for me, it really, really had an impact. Like me finding this job, it just worked out because I wrote down on a piece of paper how I used to write things down, like of things I want, writing things down, and basically somehow they happen, because pen and paper, somebody said it does something to the brain, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so I wrote down that's basically what I want: a flexible schedule, a place where I was appreciated. And basically, when I looked on Craigslist, this position matched everything I was looking for. And I was like, oh my God. So I just could not wait for them after the interview, like, to please call me back, because I looked in the store and I was like, oh my God, this is like really, really cute stuff. And just every day is just new moms and a lot of babies coming in the store. So we get to just be just it's fun. And because some of them moms like come in with the kids that are basically my son's age, so I kind of know like, okay, this is what I'm going through, what are you going through, like we talk also. And then sometimes they offer advice themselves and say like, this is what I tried, like maybe this works for me. So for me, it doesn't feel like a retail job. The pay was way better than any retail job that I've ever had, so it works out right now. It's great. Until my son gets to like 3, then I'll figure out like, okay, this is what I need to do. But right now, this is working out. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful. The owner is really awesome, and she really cares, about us, and just making sure that, we are happy and things like that. So for me, every day, just, it doesn't feel like work. We have a few customers here and there that are big, the usual, but it doesn't feel like a retail job. It feels like a really nice little, just a store, like family of people that are just working together, and we're just trying to, I don't know. Yeah, so I just wanted to update you guys on that. I really don't know if I want to go back to in the medical field. I'll have to think about that later, but right now it's just a matter of having a little bit of income, watching my son grow, and that's pretty much it. Anyway, I've rambled on. I was trying to I'm almost close to 15 minutes, so I really need to cut it here. But anyway, I hope you guys are well, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.